sports. It's in the game.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now Webb. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Webb now. Wilson's got it complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. 2nd and 6. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
That is caught downfield by Harrison. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. To throw, Webb. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Webb. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now Webb. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw here. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Dolphins did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throw caught by Achane. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with a rookie. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Off play action, it's Webb. Throw left side, caught by Ryman. Still going. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards. Back to throw again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. That is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Webb now from the gun. They'll get that complete to Harrison. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll... Stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Webb to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Webb. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now Webb. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Webb now. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man is Kirk, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Open man here is Benson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Down the left sideline.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Another catch there for Waddle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he's into the clear. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Going right back to Wilson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Webb. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go back to the ground with Spiller. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Webb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Tip Ryman. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now Achane on first and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. They're going to try and run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Webb. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Up the middle, Achane. Shifts by at the 15 and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. A give left side. Here's Achane. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Benson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Here comes 2nd down. To throw, Webb. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He's back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Let's go. 18 run.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cowboy 80.
They're going to look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Miami first down. And the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it took a bit